But you see, that's the cool part, because in true biology, it's all metaphysical.
No,
Because it incorporates all the things that aren't of traditional science. And on the outside of traditional science and medical science is true biology. How do we know that? Because all the other species are existing after millions of cycles, right? So they are literally thriving based on the model that I'm sharing in all these videos. You know, so think about it, as we project ourselves to be the most advanced society, the most advanced medical society, we also have to take into consideration that except for the environment where we've tarnished not only air, water, and food, but light and sound, that all the other species are also living in the same environment that we are. Right. And because we have not been good stewards of the earth, and we cannot access all of those things that help us to thrive in our little petri dish of earth, the animals are experiencing a lot of the same kind of, we'll say, environmental stressors, and yet, because of how we pace ourselves, it sends us into a more, we'll say, extreme or more dramatic adaptation, which simply means the body is working as good as any of the other species, except we are treating it differently than the other species. So we interpret all these symptoms as if they're bad things, and actually they're all adaptations. The other species will thrive and pass on the good genes of what it is to be successful in that biological software, where we may thwart and take some shortcuts, and that's recorded in that biological software, right? So where we struggle is that we are improving parts of our health based on how we feel, where in nature as a whole it's accepted as, you know, that's a part of the biological life and rhythm. It's a part of life, not something that shouldn't happen during life. So in biology, it takes into consideration all these adaptations, all these symptoms, where in our science, we've categorized symptoms as virtually, you know, negative and condition-based, when actually it may only be phases of adaptation during an environmental event like the pandemic.